Before we start this video, I'm gonna need you to hit that subscribe button, like button, and comment. Got it done? All right, let's get into the video, baby. What's good? This Tate, man, coming back at you with another lovely video. Yes. So I got a chance to watch that Mike Beasley versus Lance Stephenson, and it was one heck of a game. Those guys were going at it. It was a lot of money on the line. Tensions flared. People were arguing. I'm pretty sure it was a lot of side bets going on and things of that nature. It was a lot of NBA players in attendance. I seen John Wall. I seen Andre Drummond. And they had, of course, Kyrie commentating. Did a good job with the other fellas. And it was one good game. One thing I want to say though is it was just, to me, when I watched it, it was a lot of cheating. And that cheating was for Michael Beasley. I know before, everybody go crazy and do all this madness and, try to go against the people who feel this way. You have to understand, $100,000 is on the line. So everything counts. Of course, they're not going to get every call, but when you have 3 refs, right, and it's only 2 people, calls like hooking people should not be overlooked, right? You have to call that. It was a time where Mike Beasley hooked Lance Stephenson, and they didn't call it. And it was the points. It was a period where it went from Michael Beasley had 17 and he had 19 and he didn't even score. Like, they just gave him 2 points. And Michael Beasley was stalling. He was stalling like crazy. He was just trying to play it off. Like, every time he would fall or get, hit or something, he would stall to get that time. And it's cool, but when you playing one-on-one, you can't stall too much. And Lance Stephenson was trying to get to it. Like, every time he would get into a groove, the Mike Beasley would find a way to stall. And then when Lance Stephenson, when he scored and he should have gotten an and one, they took the point back, so it was just a lot of cheating. Even though me personally, from just watching both of them, I gave them both credit and things like that. But I had Mike Beasley winning, but I would not have been surprised or, upset or surprised if Lance Stephenson had won this game. Like, it was a very good game, but I do feel as though he was cheated out of this game. One of the refs that he had issues with, Lance Stephenson had issues with, they brought him back, and he already had issues with him because he quit, because they was arguing and things of that nature. And the other refs, he have a personal relationship with Mike Beasley, because Mike Beasley was on the next chapter last year. So the calls wasn't calling, but both of them did their thing. That's no knock to Mike Beasley, right? Because Lance Stephenson, if I had to give some negative points on his end, it was the fighting. He was pushing people, and I get it. It's like, get off the court. This is $100K on the line. People were holding the ball, so he got upset. I mean, he legit had reasons to be upset, though. I can't even lie, because if people had did those things to me, I would have been upset too. I probably wouldn't act like that, but it is $100K on the line, though. $100K on the line and your reputation, so everything mattered. And I just have to say, like, he just was cheated. You know, he just was cheated. And those guys, they did good though. It was a good game. You know, you can't take away from the game. And I'm sorry, I have to bring this up too. Michael Beasley was carrying that ball. You know, in my last video, I said that there'd be a lot of carrying and traveling that they don't call. It's this generation. Like this generation thinks that you can, you know, carry the ball to this hand, remove your pivot. Once you're stuck, you can jump on the other foot and stuff like that. You can't do these things. You know, your pivot is your pivot. You can't palm and carry and swing the ball here and there. You have to stay within that position of not traveling or carrying. You know, in this day and age, they let these kids get away with it because they try to be, you know, crafty and sneaky with it. And if it was that and it was legit, then yeah. But all this, man, if people got on LeBron for crab dribbling a long time ago, we have to get on this new generation for the things that they do too. And this is not real basketball, you know. But besides that, it was a good game. It was a lot of people in attendance. The stream, I don't think it was any bad thing on the streaming platform. You know, people paid their money. I mean, they definitely got their money's worth. Things like this should definitely happen more often because this one-on-one thing, it gets to show how good you are, but it exposes certain things about your game. Like in this instant, Michael Beasley was gassed, and Lance Stephenson, he was really taking advantage of him being gassed. But like I said, he would stall a lot. He would stall a lot. I mean, it was bad. I mean, the game should have been at least, I want to say 12, 13, 14 minutes. It was only going to 30 and twos and threes, I believe. But it lasts for a whole hour, you know, and it was just because of the stalling. They got to do the replay thing and challenge, and I thought that was pretty cool. But it was just, yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy, man. But it was a good game though. Next time they probably need a little bit more security because it was too many people on the court, too many people getting into it. I understand because it's money on the line, so you have to understand that it's money on the line. You know, it's 100K and it's side bets and it's reputation and it's crew versus crew, and I definitely get it. So, but you got to have more security. You got to have that thing locked in, you know, a little bit better. Now, where I'm from, that's normal. You know, I believe Kyrie Irving was saying that, like, you know, certain demographics is normal. Where I'm from, that's normal. We normally hoop like that. It's a hostile environment. That's what makes it basketball. You know, we don't want it too timid, too soft. We want it to be just a little bit hostile. We want to, you know, everybody to go crazy, and you know, we want that intensity. You know, and they provided that though. You know, moving here on out, like forward, this is how it should be. This is basketball. You know, when you take the coaching away, when you take the teams away, when you take all those type of intricate pieces though, when it comes to fundamental basketball, when you take that away and it is just based off your skills and what you can bring with your skills alone, whether it be offense or defense, it shows. Lance Stephenson, his defense was good. Michael Beasley, his defense was good too. Both got stops, both got blocks, you know. Yeah, it was pretty good. It was pretty good, but it needs to be this way from now on. Who I would like to see these guys play, like Mike Beasley, out of the league, I would probably say Carmelo Anthony. I think Carmelo Anthony needs to step up to the plate and get out there because himself too, he is a one-on-one nightmare also. Like, it would be awesome to see that for Lance Stephenson. I believe John Wall. This can go either way. I'm just throwing the names out there. John Wall got to get out there. He is a nightmare. Also, he is awesome too. And like I said in the last video, Jamal Crawford and things like that. The people that's still in the league. I understand you're still in the league, but if you want to get in that, like, man, Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, all these guys in this one-on-one competition league, they need to get in there and showcase their talent, because it's more entertaining than the NBA right now. The NBA is not. It's kind of lackluster. People are. It's the same repetitive thing. So we just need that real raw basketball, and like I said, for me, I didn't play the NBA, but I'm nice, with that rock, but the money just got to be a little bit more, that's not a lot of money, to hoop for, especially the undercards. Those games were good too. It was guys winning 2,500, 10,000 and things like that. That's good money. But for me to go out there and hoop, and it's a lot of people that feel this way. It's always the money. The money is motive when it comes to things like that. It doesn't matter what it is, but these guys, they truly love basketball. See, I don't truly love basketball. I just played it and I'm just good at it, but I don't truly love basketball. These guys truly love basketball, so the money probably really don't matter. That's why they're out there doing it, and the exposure. And these guys are young, so they're getting looks that we didn't get when we were younger. I'm almost 40. I'm 38 years old, and these guys are in their early 20s, so this is a good look. This is like a cheat code to try to get to the NBA and get those looks that they deserve, because it is all eyes is on them, so they get to showcase their talent. It's like a combine, right? Like, it's just like a combine that gets you exposure. These guys, you can see how fast they run and jump, and you get to know them as a person. You get to know where their mind is. It's just not like some tryout for 2 seconds and then they just kind of scan through who they like the D League did. It is good, man. It is good. Yeah, it is good. But yeah, they did good though. The whole next chapter is awesome. The whole next chapter is awesome. I know that they need to put different people in there, because it seemed like it was just a repeat of the last people from the year before. They need to put newer faces in there, because it's a lot of dudes that is awesome out here and hooping, because it's two buddy. People know each other, and I don't know if they just basing it off of YouTube friends. That's what I'm gonna start calling. I'm gonna start calling them the YouTube friends. Like, every time I see people and other people videos and doing collabs and stuff, it's just YouTube friends. But they need to bring in more people, man. We need to see newer faces. It's the repetitive thing. But they did good too, man. They did good too. It was good, man. It was a good event, man. It was a good event. But y'all let me know what y'all think below. Let me know how y'all felt about it, and if y'all feel Lance Stephenson was cheated and they was doing a lot of cheating for Michael Beasley, or vice versa. If y'all feel they was cheating for Lance, just put it down below, because when they did that, when they gave Mike Beasley 2 extra points and took 2 points away from Lance Stephenson with the and one, I mean, that's 4 points. He got 30. You take 2 away from that, you're looking at 28, right? You're looking at 28. And then for Lance Stephenson, you're looking at 25. So, that's roughly a 2 to 3 point, deposition, that played a factor, because if they was going by twos and he had 29, it'd be 31, but 29, yeah, it's still, 3 to 4 points. He was on a streak. He hit 2 threes in a row. He was on a streak. And just that alone, you know, those points, it can change the dynamics of things, you know, those 2 points. Because had he been at 27 instead of 29, and Lance Stephenson would have been at 25 instead of 23, that's 2 points right there. And he was supposed to have been there, you know, but they, like I said, they took it away. Even if it's 23 to 27, it's still 4 points. I'm still stuck on that, but that makes that plays a huge part, and you know, it sucks though, but the game's over. Michael Beasley won. A lot of people had him winning. He won, and you know, hats off to him. And Lance Stephenson, he did his thing. Hats off to him. It's all positivity. There's no negativity over here on either party. You know, we push positivity, but it's just me giving my own opinion and my own, you know, synopsis and breakdown of the game. The commentary was good. The crowd participation was awesome. The refs did a good job. The cameraman did a good job. The security did a good job. Mike Beasley, Lance Stephenson did a good job. Everybody did a good job. You know, the viewers did a good job. You know, it wasn't too much hacking and botting going on and you know, trying to rig the system. Everybody did a good job, you know. And yeah, we looking forward to seeing more things like this. So if you like this video, please like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. And, you know, just stay tuned. Really appreciate y'all, man. Really appreciate all the subscribers. We moving this channel up. We just going up and up and up from here. And yeah, this is your boy Tate. Hope y'all having a good day, because I am. And I will see y'all in the next video. Peace, baby.